What's happening?
I don't know. What's happening? What's up? We in here.
Why is it stopping like that? I think we already live though,
Well,
so I
what
don't
if
know what I don't know
Wednesday?
what just happened. you, I don't know what just happened right there. That was wild, man. Okay, well, we here. What's up?
We
What's up,
here.
folks? The
I'm about to
CC
move the
show. I don't know
spot.
what just happened to the intro. You went live immediately. So we are here.
Man,
What's going on, coach?
what's going
What's happening?
on? We have a lot of eventful WNBA going down the stretch here. I don't even know if I could say that, but I'm again mobile. I'm trying to not to bleep bloop bop bleep bleep to the rock to the boogie to beat with y'all. So I gotta stay right there. Don't move. Let me know if it's all good. Uh,
Hold your position.
I've been enjoying. I got to check in with you and Coach Rowe. Awesome. I just rewatched some things. Enjoyed now join the conversation. You covered a lot of things. I know y'all digress with Tyreek Hill, but we'll talk about that in a whole different platform. But yeah, that's an interesting position. But here we are. We're at WNBA. We're ending a season. Look, think about America ending a season, and you already got football going on, college football, pro football, right? And then you finish
Mm-hmm.
at the tail end of the season at WNBA basketball, all right? And then they go
It's an
into their
exciting time.
rival, huh?
It's an exciting time right now.
Exciting times. So today's highlight, Stewie and them from New York Liberty player highlight. Talk about Brianna Stewart. She is actually from upstate New York, Cicero North Syracuse High School, and of course UConn four-time college champion. Not too many people can say that. Four-time college
4 times.
champion. Four-time. So on that, you gotta put some respect on the name. Put some respect on the name. Um, we got here. MJ Lover, what up, though?
What up, though?
Tuning
MJ
in
Love in
for
the
us.
building. Big Rich. What's happening?
Yeah. So let's talk about a little bit before we watch a little bit. She's a two-time WNBA champion, 2018. 2018, that's not too far removed. WNBA most valuable player. She's one of the 10 active players, okay, named to the WNBA's top 25 most dominant skilled. Okay. And I would definitely say that. I wasn't a believer before. So, but when you see how she has an impact on the game behind the guard, you got to go back and say, wait a minute, let me give you respect, because the way teams guard Liberty is based on what Stewie, yeah, and then John King, John Quell, you say John King, you talk about that woman King, you think of John King. That was good. That was good. I like
John
that.
King.
Yes,
Yeah, what?
John
Absolutely.
King. So the way people guard Liberty is based on trying to stop one, Stewie from driving to the basket, and two, minimizing her open looks. And now when you have a healthy Sabrina Ionescu, that's cool. She could knock down. And so really that three combo is dangerous because most teams go in to game plan to slow down the momentum of Brianna Stewart. What's your thoughts?
Stewie is on a tear this year. I think Stewie is like reminding folks like I'm a baller. Like Stewie is just a hooper. I said that before. Like Stewie walking on the floor, just stepping on the floor, gonna get you 14. If she decides to press the issue, she could get up to like 30, 30, 37, 40. Stewie probably could have a 40 piece. Uh, game is great. Game is pure. Game is pure. Like Stewie gets to the basket. Stewie can shoot the jumpers. Stewie shoots the threes. Stewie plays defense. Stewie's old school too. Like Stewie doesn't mind setting the hard pick. You know what I mean? Like Stewie doesn't. Stewie's just a hooper. I love what she's doing this season. Y'all know I'm diehard Aces. If it's not the Aces, then I want it to be the Sky. If not the Sky, then Stewie. That's where I'm at. It's 1, 2, 3 like that. I would love for Stewie. If the Aces can't have it, if the Sky can't have it, then I want to see the Liberty get it because I want to see Stewie bring one home because nobody's been able to bring one there. So to me, Stewie 4 times, 4-time champion. In college, I think you said already a 2-time champion in the W. Is that right? To get that,
Yeah,
to
she
get that,
was Seattle. Yep, with Seattle,
yeah,
2000.
to get that third one, and bring one to the crib where all that talent's been through New York and haven't been able to bring one there, like to come deliver one to the crib and then just walk off. And I mean, she don't even have to walk if she don't want to. She can keep playing, but then to be doing all of that while also launching her other league, launching her own league, like Stewie's a force, and that's why we call her the godmother.
Godmother.
All I can say, that's the
Well,
godmother right there. So
let
you saw what
let
she did on the
let's
Olympic stage. I mean,
yes, yes,
legendary already.
yes. So Stewie, and I forgot, I didn't realize she was from upstate New York, not the city, upstate New York, Syracuse.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So upstate with a city game. Let's see if we can give you a taste of what how Stewie gets it done on the court.
What you got?
And Stewie with the drive. And one. Through the contact. No handoff. Fake the handoff between the legs. Step back. Get that knee up. Shot up. And drop it like it's hot. One more. Catch. Off the bounce. And that is Stewie and them. She's long, lanky, stronger than what she looks like.
Stewie is solid. You
She
seen that
can
screen?
go
You
off the
seen
back.
that pic? Seen that pic she said on Caitlin.
Oh my
Caitlin slowed
goodness.
down Stewie. I didn't know Stewie was that solid like that. And she's Stewie is she's sneaky long. Like her length is
Yeah,
you don't realize it, but it can bother you. Like I love
yes.
Stewie's game, but I've been a Stewie fan since UConn. So uh, yeah, I rock with the godmother. Harold Williams in the building. What's up, Big Wrench?
Arrow Williams.
Sue Bird too. I seen you up there, MJ Lover. What's good? What's good?
MJ Lover.
Oh,
You know, hey, don't go to the cliff. Don't go to the ledge, MJ. Don't do Prop master. All right,
yeah,
here we go.
master.
For the CC show, Wednesday cometh. We talking about games. We talking about games. Games. Okay, so on.
So
Back here.
I mean, Thursday, September 5th, right? I think that's what you just had up there. Thursday, September 5th.
Yep.
You want to talk about
Here
Thursday?
we go.
Okay. So Thursday, September 5th. So we had Seattle Storm, New York Liberty, 77-70. What I remember about this game is that it was a better game than I thought it was going to be. Skylar Diggins, this was the Skylar Diggins Smith and Gabby Williams show. This was one of the games where it looked like Gabby looked a lot more comfortable with what Seattle's asking of them, but it didn't look good for my homie Jordan Horston. And so I'm just gonna put this out there, Seattle. If y'all not interested in Jordan Horston anymore, please let us know. Please let us know. I got.
Do we need to hone it? Do we need to signal this so they really hear what you're saying?
Oh man, I mean, if we need to let them know.
Let's
hey,
give
listen.
an announcement again. Here you go. Let's give an announcement again.
Yeah, let me get up here. So y'all got me. Let me see right here. Hey, listen, Seattle. Seattle, if y'all not interested in Jordan Horson no more because of Gabby Williams, y'all feeling like that's the way y'all gonna go, please let us know. Chicago, Las Vegas, let us know. Yeah, let us know. Chicago, Las Vegas. There's probably some other teams that would be interested too, but let us know because Jordan Horson is a pickup. Gabby Williams looked more comfortable in this game. It was the Skylar Diggins Smith show. This was one of those games where it was like I said, when Stewie walks on the floor, she's 14 points just walking on the floor. Went 14-7, 3 assists. I felt like they did just enough to get, the win. I think they are pacing themselves, wanting to make sure that they are playing pretty well going into the playoffs, but not overexerting themselves. So I thought this was a good balanced game for them. I think else I wanted to call out in this game. Lainey Hamilton. Lainey Hamilton had a good game. Shot 50% from the floor, 18 points.
Okay.
In that school was 17. And then Jonquel with 15 and 8. So again, a good balance. That good balanced New York attack. They can turn it. They can really turn it up on you sometimes, especially with some of the bench gets going with them. But as long as Stewie's 14 is there and any other 2 to 3 Liberty show up, they usually have a pretty good game. So clunkiness of the Seattle Storm. You got.
I was getting ready to ask you. I was getting ready to ask about the capital C.
Becca with 9, Ezzy with 13. Like I said, Gabby seemed more comfortable with 17, but then it was like, hey.
So is that clunkiness with all caps?
Yeah, it's clunky. It's clunky in all caps. But it doesn't have to be. They have shown us that they've been able to find different lineups that work and allow everybody to kind of get going. I think that they just need to figure out who they are. I think sometimes I think teams can try to be too deep without having a good mix, right? And so I think what works for the Gamecocks, what works for Coach Big Drip and the Gamecocks is that there's a strategic thought process that goes into how they bring players in, so that they're interchangeable, and it's a way that they match skill sets and also attitudes and all of this other stuff to be able to make sure that they go 10 to 12 deep and can run a blind 10. What I see here is there's a collection of talent that I don't necessarily know meshes really well together. And so it's like, okay, who do you want to be? Because you have the ability to be a lot of different things right now. And then once they decide who they want to be, then they can kind of figure out what the rest of the roster looks like. But I think they're in a good position from being able to hold on to 6 pretty good pieces on their team. But it could leave some of my favorites is like odd women out. And so when I'm looking at this roster now, it's like if they could only save 6, then Nika Mule looks like the odd person out. And so like, let me see Seattle, if y'all listening again, if you're not interested, if you're not interested in Nika Mule, let us know. We have a space for her. We have a space for her for sure. Chicago, Las Vegas. So if y'all not interested, let us know because y'all ain't let her up off the bench very often this season anyway. And if you're only gonna be able to save 6, I think she's looking like odd woman out. So give us a call. Because free Nika, free Zaya Cook, free Rakia, free Jordan Horston. I was gonna say Jewel Lloyd. I don't know if they free Jewel Lloyd, but yeah, free all of them. I got spots.
Jewel. That's Jewel Santana. No,
Jewel too.
Here's the thing. When they added Gabby, I feel they took away a little bit of their foot speed and spreading out the court, because with Jordan, they were starting to spread out the court a little bit more with what she can do, her speed and willing to get out in the outlets and stuff. And she was willing to run the floor. So just looking at that difference. And so definitely capital clunky with all caps and everything. And so, and this game was played in New York. So that I think is huge. And again, I think a great point to pacing, finding a way to win the game without overextending yourself.
Okay, I think. Let me see. Make sure that's not on one.
Momentum of playoffs. So I don't think this time to do give me games. This is time to fine tune your engine, you know, and and see what's working best and stay in your wheelhouse for that. We got Washington Mystics. This was played in Arizona. 90 Phoenix Mercury 77. Um, I think let's go back
Phoenix,
in spite
Phoenix,
of
who are you? No, Phoenix, who are you? Phoenix,
wait a minute.
who are you? But I told y'all, Washington was not a bad basketball team. They're not a bad basketball team. They're mismanaged. Listen, Washington's not a bad basketball team. I didn't expect Washington, y'all. What's going on, Nate? Appreciate you popping in, fam. What's good? What's good? What's good? Um, listen, Washington's not a bad basketball team. Phoenix, who are you though? And this is in Phoenix, right? You said this was in Phoenix. That mean that the I don't know. Okay, so this is. I'm wondering if we need to change up the pregame meal. You know, I don't know if
Okay,
it's been the same. I don't know if it's been the same pregame meal all season, and we
it's
just
not
tired of that.
working.
But
It's not
something
working.
is
You need to
something is off in Phoenix, and so I'm saying, who are
try some
you?
teriyaki chicken or something. Go back to something. Okay.
I don't know. We need to mix it
Yeah.
up. We need. I need Kai Copper back. I need Kai Copper back. 11-5. That's cool for somebody, but for Kai, like I want Kai Copper back. So I'm looking to see Kai start going off again. I don't know if and it could be that Phoenix is like, hey, you know, we're one of the older teams in the league. We gonna kind of just pace ourselves. I think this may have been a game that was this the big tech game where Kai, Diana, and Natasha all got the text. What's good,
Tech.
Frank Wright? So you know, I don't know. So something
That was
I'm trying to
the
figure out what's going
techno.
on there. I have to look at Fee and her foot. Matter of fact,
Look, the
not
techno bowl. That was
right?
the techno.
Exactly. Heard something crazy
Um.
on the chat last night. You couldn't believe it. What did you hear, Nate? What did you hear?
Uh oh.
Let me know what you heard. Phoenix had all the energy for Chicago, but been failing ever since. Hey, listen. Everybody seemed like everybody got all the energy for Chicago. But you know what? You know why they got all the energy for Chicago, Coach?
Why?
Because they
Why?
know
Why?
Chicago. Because they know Chicago coming. They know Chicago
Yeah.
coming. They see it. Like they see it, and they're looking around, and they like, we don't got
Hey, what
that.
this song say? I know you see it. I
I
know.
know you see it. Hey, listen, it
Yeah.
ain't nothing they can do
Yeah.
about it. And they looking around like, we ain't got that. We don't got. Remember, I was telling y'all about them dogs earlier, and it was a pit bull walking around. And it was like, hey, who dog is that? And
Right.
then it was
Right.
this
Right.
Rottweiler that was behind the fence that I'm not even gonna walk on that side of the street because that dog, how that dog barking. And then it was a canine just laid up on the porch, not bothering nobody. See, somebody bothered them. They came together. That's the Tecmo Bowl, coach. Here we go.
Wait a minute. Nate
that
got
I got
something for you.
that I got some sleep. Nate, let me tell you, I fell asleep on a very important phone call and had to go. I had to take that as a sign. They're like, yo, you got to get some sleep now. And then when I got ready to try to do some work, Xfinity was like, lay yo butt back down, buddy. There's no internet right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
that was a crazy thing you heard on the live. Yes, that is the truth. I got some rest. So
So that
it's on
Tuesday
from here.
game. So that Mystics win was helpful for them in the
It was
pursuit,
helpful, but
which
it was
we
helpful. I was happy to see it, but I hated to see it
right
because
because it just
that meant
tightens everything up.
it tightened up the race between them and Chicago. So I was happy to see it, but I hated to see it. But I was happy to see it because I've been saying they're not a bad basketball team, and you move Elena Deladon and put some other pieces with that, and they're competing. Free Zaya, however, the coach let out a few hints about why he's not playing Zaya. He was hinting that she was not always focused. Also mentioned that she was late to practices, etc. Okay.
So,
Then
we could talk about that
then
Friday. Probably calling out on his bull ish.
yeah, we can talk about that on Friday. We can talk
Yeah,
about that. Okay.
We gonna
So
make a
it's
mental
on
note. I
Zion.
definitely want to talk about that because I think that is, to me, Cook um uh, is an unused talent this season, and there's no reason that shouldn't be. So I am definitely advocating for Zaya because she should be contributing on somebody's team, somebody's franchise, and she has ability to. Uh,
You think Tarasi's retiring? Political Leo in the building. What's up, Chi-Town? What is going on? How you
well, we
doing, fam?
know, and like you said yesterday, the name is on the flow.
You
Gotta
gotta go.
go.
Right ain't on the wall. It's on the floor. You gotta go. You can't
Right,
go
writing
two
is
from
on the
your own
flow.
logo three.
They didn't put it on the floor to keep you playing it too much. They put it on the floor to say you got to go, go. Pick me up when you go. Got to hit that high. Okay.
Now wake me up before you go. Okay, well. The
Yeah,
only thing that
yeah,
can stop
yeah.
Seth Talk Sports is exhaustion and bad internet.
That
So far,
Wisconsin Green Bay internet. That Wisconsin Green Bay internet.
oh man.
Wait a minute. Here we got one.
What do
Got
I
one
think
more
of
before
a
we move on to some
biggest sign
scores.
and trade for Plum for EDD? So Nate, I don't know. For some reason, I keep having this feeling like Jackie Young to the Fever. I don't know why. Because I really don't want
J.O.
Jackie
to
Young
the
there.
Fever?
J.O. to the Fever.
Or she
I like
Mitchell's
J.O.
out. Mitchell's out.
I like J.O. as space and pace with Caitlin. So what it is the moment where J.O. like taught Caitlin the entire shoe in the game.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah. When it was
gave her that moment where she taught her the
kind
entire
of
shoe in the
rattled.
game, right? And it was like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay, I like that. And then somebody told me that I think J.O. is from that area. I feel like Las Vegas has to look different next season to be contending. Could J.O. bring like a Kelsey Mitchell or somebody to a Las Vegas? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
there's
know.
a lot of
Then I
options.
thought about Elena Deladon to Vegas, and then I went into a negotiation with MJ Lover to get Ezzy and Nika out of Seattle for Deladon. But he
Well,
didn't want to take
I
that. He didn't want
mean,
to take
we
that trade.
digress
So
before we
I
go
don't
to the
know.
next schedule. Your aces need a reliable post backup.
Ezzy
One,
make better, but Ezzy don't want to be
right,
no post. I mean, Ezzy
and
don't want
then
to
you
be. Ezzy
need,
don't want to come off the bench.
if Plum had to act right this year, she didn't. I don't think that last year
But I
play to
also
this year
think,
play.
if I'm honest though, I think on the trade block, Kelsey Plum may be a more valuable trade piece than Jo.
I would have to assume because she can score at any time at a higher clip on the three. I mean, she has that track record. So with the shooting, with the scoring, and that's what a lot of teams need amongst the other things.
So yeah, but I just
Okay,
think everybody looks different. But it's a lot. So man, I read off the free agents for next season. It's a lot of free agents. It's a
a
lot of
lot.
unrestricted free
Okay.
agents. It's
Oh,
a
we got to drop
lot.
that Friday then. Is that Friday too?
Yeah, we can talk about that on Friday T. Like, yeah, it's a lot of free
I
agents.
mean, is it?
So
I mean, is that ready for Friday too? We got to hold off a little bit. Is that ready?
no, we can go with it. We can go with it.
Okay.
We can go with it. We started talking about it last night.
Okay.
I didn't like negotiation
Right.
tactic. What? Don't be like that. Political Lil been around on a few platforms, MJ.
I've been
Around
around
on
and
platforms.
around. I've been looking around.
He always got a song, bro. I got one.
That's okay. They will come back. They will come back. No, I'm saying. Are we loaded? All right, so here we go. Moving on
Hey, was
to.
you watching that today?
Was I watching that today?
I'm asking you that because I actually just when I came back and sat on and sat down here, I had just finished watching Tony tell come on, it's okay, come with me now. Frank's out, Frank's
Okay,
gone.
come on. Said,
Yeah,
come
come with me now. You come with me now.
on.
I just watched that. That was just the last thing I watched before I came back here. You come with me now.
Oh,
Elvira, it's
it's
your boy
okay.
Elvira.
Here
Yeah,
we
you
go.
come with me now.
It's Kelsey Plum. All right, we need it.
Okay, you're not
Is
gonna
Kelsey
answer the
Plum on your
phone.
list?
Let me see. Yeah, I believe Kelsey Plum is on the list of unrestricted free agents, and Kelsey Plum has not signed the deal. But so is Dejanay Carrington and Kennedy Carter, and it's a lot of people. I can't see the Aces not getting anything for Plum if they were to move her.
Well, you got that CBA, right? Nobody moving
Oh
into,
yeah.
I think everybody
Well,
down with
people
the
gonna
1
sign
year
1 year
movement.
deals. Yeah,
1
they'll
year,
sign 1 year deals.
until you finalize the CBA. So that's strategic. All right, this is the CC Show with WNBA Weekly Recap, but we also jump into some Wednesday tea sometimes too, and we love it. All right, now you got BK rule today. I don't even like BK. You rule. You taught me that. Here we go. Friday, the Rick A&M's played in ATL, and in the highlight is your winner, Dream 107. Dallas Wings and Enrique's 96. Vegas Aces 72. This game was in Connecticut, and Connecticut Suns 67. I think that was a great this is what you call a reflection of teams that know how to pace themselves headed into late season, and that was played in the Mohegan in Connecticut, and the Aces were able to make a statement win going into the playoffs. Minnesota Lynx went into Indiana and said no to the Fever, 88 88, and then Los Angeles Sparks. I think they said they're trying to get Page. I think that's it. And Chicago 92. And then that was Angel Reese last game, right? If I'm correct. No? One more. I can't remember. Correct? So we're gonna go back.
I don't remember. I know her season finished with a 3.
With a 3. Back to you. Y'all correct me to chat. Was that the last before the wrist injury? I thought it was one more, but all right, which game saw significance and everything's tightened up? Which game stuck out to you?
The Lynx getting the Fever in Indianapolis. That was a good one. Chicago had a great game against the Sky. Chicago Sky Sparks.
It was a much needed win. Was it an 8-game skid?
Yeah, but it was also it was a good game for Hamby. Rakia scored pretty good. Still figuring it out. Like Odyssey Sims. Sometimes you, sometimes me, kind of there. I don't know. Sparks just really weird. I don't know. I'll have to check in with MJ, but to me, it's like, I'm gonna have to see what he sees with these. But I got to see what he sees with the Sparks going forward.
Okay.
As far as
how many games we got left now?
As far as like for entertainment purposes, because Rakia had, this is the thing I was gonna say about Rakia. Rakia, with everything that's happened this season, has the opportunity, if she averages like 10.5 points for the rest of the season, the last 5 games, she would be only the second Spark. So name on the board with Candace Parker to score 500 in the rookie season. So with everything that's happening, some kind of way, Rakia is still like right here. Almost about to have 500 points, and I think that is a big testament to her game, her skill set, and what I said about her having one of the most WNBA ready games that I've seen, and the most WNBA ready game coming into the draft. But let me know, MJ. I was saying I need to check with him to see if that's a future something that we can put some shekels down on. Maybe we could talk about that in the 3 o'clock. But yeah, that 10.5 average 10.5. Over the next 5 and hit that 500 and put her name up there with Candace Parker says a whole lot about the quality of a young rookie that we should have talked a lot about this season that we didn't. And I know they didn't even win this game, and I shouldn't be talking about her right now. I mean, people are probably like, why are you talking about them on the losing team? But Y'all know how I feel about Rakia in the daytime with a flashlight, looking for her, because that's the future of the WNBA. Even though people don't know yet, along with all of these other players, these names, this is a rookie name that we need to know. Also, with this game, this was the one that Dana Evans didn't touch the floor. This was an opportunity for the Chicago Sky to see what they look like with no Dana Evans on the floor. And so, very good win for them. Very good win from them. Angel with a 24-12, Cardoso with a 12-9, 5 block game. Kennedy, 15-9, real balance. But a great game from Angel, and I think this was the game that she finished it with the 3.
I think here is you mentioned Dana Evans. Her thing is you're supposed to be a true guard, and and you don't have control over the physical height that is distributed to us. I only stand at 5'7", but the thing is that I learned in playing the game of basketball was to see the pass before the defense, to see the open passing lane before the defense and get my teammates in stride. And so I think if Dana has a strong desire to still be around and have a successful thing, I feel like she needs to want to be in the habit of being a distributor and seeing, what I'm saying. You almost have what we call basketball ESP. You got to see it before the defense gets to you, and that's not asking a lot. It's called just being studying the game and studying just being beaten on your craft. And so I don't think we're not asking Dana to be perfect, because there are some parts about Dana I appreciate. You can handle the ball, not many turnover ratio, but at the same time, you're not distributing it at a high clip that turns into a points. So I think that's what you need to talk to. Passing the ball where it turns into points, getting it to your players, your teammates, what we call sweet spots or scoring spots and their strengths and areas. And so that's what a floor general is doing, is directing them and working the offense where they know that is a high percentage of that particular player to score. If I get it to Cardoso here, boss, I get it to Cardoso here. If I get it to Angel on the baseline, if I get it to, you get what I'm saying? If I get it to Kennedy here on the wing, we probably can get it. If I get it to her soon enough, we probably can get a clean ISO and she can go to work, and then we're going to do some off-ball stuff. So I say all that to say that what you do without the ball once you pass is very important. So just being a student without the game, and then also setting up the driving lanes for your teammate, and that's based on an offensive. I'm going on a coaching tangent here, but I love the game so much, and you and the Sky have someone. When I see there's still so much to work with, you can be successful. Would you say if you apply yourself? You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see
if you apply
Kennedy back
yourself.
and back with that energy. So that was my TED talk on that, because again, Sky has overachieved, much needed win. Everybody's winning when it matters. To make it's a movie, okay? Like in the words of Auntie says, it's a movie. Hit your popcorn. Hey, get your TV dinner out, your lasagna TV dinner, whatever, your chicken and your turkey and gravy, your chicken and mashed potato, whatever you prefer, because it's going down. Okay,
it's going down.
Right? Down.
It's going down, baby. It's going down.
It's going down. So any other game, before we move on to the next day, was any other game? I think you kind of mentioned all the high points of most games. Was any other game on that day you'd like to highlight before we move forward? Hey, Jeffrey.
So I think, was this also Ace's last game?
Yeah.
And so this was the they fell on Ace's Achilles, and this was the game that resulted in the boot. So I didn't see Asia listed on the injury report when we were checking last night. MJ, if you happen to know. So I'm expecting Asia to play tonight. I know that the boot was precautionary, but this was the Asia game. What's going on, Jeffrey? Absolutely remembering those that were lost in 9/11 today for sure. What's good? Does it look like a few players on the Sky that are still looking hesitant in games, not sure their movements and actions?
I mean, sometimes when you have have a situation unexpected with Angel, sometimes it brings out the best. And so I'm hoping if you a hooper and you love to play, next player up and let's play. Sometimes people are hesitant because the way the system is ran, am I supposed to do that? That's so and so. Now you don't have that person on deck to clean it up for you. You got to chip in and do part of their work because they're not coming back. They're not clocking in the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my
Exactly.
take on that. What do you got, Auntie?
I think that they still look hesitant in games and not sure they movements and actions on in some instances. I think in other instances they look really good together on the floor. So I think it's certain lineups. I think certain players play really well together and off each other. And then there are times when it's like, I don't know if you should be on the floor with this group. And so for me, it would be like, I don't, Dana at times can score and make a big difference, and then and other times it's kind of like, the passes are going into the stands at kind of different places. Yeah, so that would be my assessment. Will Becky play? Will Becky play Queen tonight? I expect Asia to play, but not the full 30 minutes. She usually does. Don't want her re-injured. They re-signed Queen. Might as well let her play. Okay, Asia's not on any injury report, so yeah, I'm expecting Asia to play tonight, but I am expecting Queen to play too.
Come on, Queen. Step your game up, Queenie. Now, when somebody did I move us along here? We on Sunday, right? You got Minnesota. This Minnesota, I like to say it like that. Minnesota. You ever hear him have the accent? Minnesota.
You, you're hilarious. So I think we skipped. I think we skipped Phoenix Storm Saturday, but
Okay.
I didn't have much there except Phoenix still. Who are you? Storm took care of business 90-66 in that game. So yeah, we can move on.
I did skip that. I had a moment. So go ahead and give us a recap. This is the CC show. This is a live blooper on Coach. He missed Saturday.
No, we all good. We all good. So just real quick, Saturday. It was pretty even. It was pretty even in the first quarter, like 17-17 or whatever, and then Seattle just blew it open. Seattle had like almost a 30-point second quarter, and followed that up like almost a 30-point third quarter, and kind of put this game out of reach. It was like, I don't know. It was like I felt like the Mercury didn't want that smoke. Again, Kai Copper with like 11 and 5, Cunningham with 9, Griner with 4, Tarasi, trying to do it with what they could do with 18, but there's not enough firepower. And like I said, I'm not sure if people. I think political said maybe they're feeling some type of way about Dinah Taurasi potentially retiring at the end of this season. I'm not sure. Nika got to play in this game 6 minutes, didn't score, but was on the floor 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, she was on. You hear me?
So I'm gonna do this. What is? I'm gonna go with my strong voice. What is her retiring got to do with winning right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess everybody starts looking at, what does that
what
look
does that
like?
got to do with the urgency of the moment right now?
I don't know. It's that you got to turn the corner. So, or maybe this was the
Are you not
technical game.
entertained? Are you not a competitor?
Maybe this was the tech game.
Saturday was the tech game.
I don't know. One of the games was tech games, but
I get them mixed up. Can I go back and watch?
This was the Jewel Lawrence show.
Okay.
I got you, Coach. What'd you say?
So, because sometimes there were so many games, I go back and watch the mini game, not the whole. You know how you can watch the mini version of it, all the games.
Yep.
When you go through, so I make sure I do that, so I'm not on the CC show talking ignorance. You know what I mean? I know my business. You
We
know
don't
what I
want to
mean?
be talking ignorance
What
on
is it?
here. We don't want
Ignorant?
to be
You know what I
talking.
mean?
We don't want to be talking ignorance on here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
let's see.
you got it, Seth. So was that the techno game? You get a tech. You get a tech. We all get a tech.
I don't remember if this was a Tech game or not, but I do see that it was the Skylar Diggins had a double with 12 and 11. Jordan Horston with 16 and Jewel Lloyd with 20. So, like I said, it's with them, it's clunky. It's like sometimes you, sometimes me. You know, Gabby Williams had 6 this game. Just when I just had said the last game, it seemed like Gabby was getting comfortable. Now it was like sometimes you, sometimes me. So,
Right.
they're still figuring that out. It's like I maintain that it's clunky, Coach. I maintain that it's clunky.
You maintain that.
Yeah, it's just a clunky situation.
Hey, 007, if you out there, we put in a request for the clunky song. Okay, the clunky.
Oh man, double roll is on a we got a VIP Thursday coming up tomorrow, so come hang out with us. We in the lab early tomorrow.
Double roll, if you hear me, you rewatch. You want to rewatch game? We need a song for the Seattle. I know it's one of you. You know,
the clunkies.
When I think of clunky, I think of tennis ball for some reason.
Not like the tennis ball song.
Yeah, clunkiness on the court. You know, like that.
Hey man, you must have thought of that one.
Bumping my elbow, huh? Can you pass the ball? You know,
not the clunkies. The clunkies. Don't get Coach started. That's all he needs. All Coach need is an idea, is a suggestion, and he's dropping an album. You hear me?
Right. I'm Rasheen Beats.
Rasheen Beats, what's good?
We see right here before we jump into we had Sunday, right? After that,
usually on point with your predictions, Coach. Definitely know what you're talking about.
Man, appreciate it, man. We just try to study what it is.
Absolutely.
All right.
Skylar Diggins was the only consistent Storm player post Olympics. Okay, Tiffy, I like that. Sunday, September 8th. Had some pretty good games. The game that stood out to me this day was how well the Aces played against the Liberty. No Asia. The Sky getting the win over the Wings. No Angel. The Sparks played the Sun close until they didn't. And that was pretty late into the game. That was pretty late into the game. The Dream almost pulled off the win over the Fever. And then the Mystics played the Lynx very well again until they didn't. So it was a great day of basketball. These were good games. Even the Sun Sparks game was a good game. You can just see with the Sparks, with a little difference in the coaching and a healthy Cameron Brink, they definitely look like a different team. The Chicago Sky looked really good at home against Dallas, and they needed that win. They needed that as a confidence builder. They need to keep kind of stacking these wins up on top of each other, as they push towards trying to lock in that 8th spot for the playoffs. Liberty though, just on the tear, but the Aces look better than I expected with no Asia. So this is a good day of basketball. Nothing that really stood out more than like I said, that Dream Fever game was a good one, and then Mystics Lynx was a good one. Everything else went kind of how I thought it would.
So here we go. So what I was interested, Minnesota got the win in Chocolate City, DC, right? They call it Chocolate City. Fever, 4-point win. That every time they play each other, it's the closest game. What do you think was the point of what do you think was the play of separation that you see that made that 4-point swing for the Fever in Indiana? Is there any play you said it kind of shifted momentum, or it was a key?
I think the difference in this game was Aaliyah Boston. I don't
Yeah.
even know if it was. I don't even know if it was a certain play, but Aaliyah Boston dropping 30, and 13 was the difference in this game. It was amazing to me that nobody from the Dream really had an answer for Aaliyah Boston, nor did they have the ability to stop her. Like Tina Charles didn't stop Aaliyah Boston. Like nobody had work for Aaliyah, so Ryan Howard even went for 36.
Maybe that's when that season fries kicked in a little bit.
And this game went to overtime, I believe.
Okay.
I believe I believe it went to extra. Yeah, it went to overtime. So it took an extra quarter to get this one finished. They battled that one out, but I think Aaliyah Boston's play was the difference.
Sky with a much needed win. Again, Vegas very close to no cigar. Close almost only works in horseshoes. So no more victories. Right.
No more victories, baby.
The sun was shining on this day, and it only rains in Southern California. They tell me. So and this game was played in Los Angeles. So so here I think everything was what you expected it to be, but it was very competitive and had me on the edge of my seat. So it was not a dull moment in any of those games, and it's what you expect for the end of the season, regardless what a team's record looks like. Okay, let's jump into some of these here before we jump into our last set. I feel like Atlanta has the right pieces. I don't know what they're doing wrong though. Coaching.
You know, I've been saying I've been asking for the change there. The talent is there.
Coach, yeah, no, you said it. I was trying to be me coming from coaching profession. I tried to be a little more patient with Grace, but now it's time after time, the same thing. Time after time, no game after game, same thing.
Oh, you've been hitting me with the remixes today, boy. You on fire with the remixes. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, remix city. Let's go.
Know what you do, put your coaching into it. You know what I mean? Like that. You gotta put your coaching into it. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Game after game, sure. Same thing. She like that. Like
game
that.
after game. That's another one. Coach Rowe, if you listening, we need that game after game. Come on, man. We need that.
We dropping hot ones, double row. So all right, appreciate you. Political L, have a wonderful Wednesday.
Political Leo. It was really good coaching. Tina Charles was in foul trouble, so coach had them put the ball in 80 hands. She saved the fever in the fourth overtime. I agree. I agree.
C Smoke's got another good point here.
Ooh, C Smoke coming through with the straight visuals from the game. That fake pass Boston did to CC before she went to the basket was nice. CC drew the two defenders, and Boston knew it. Boston is a super smart player. They're playing off each other. I hate that. I keep telling you, I don't want to leave Boston and Indiana at all, but I can't deny that they are gelling together, and I think Aaliyah's gonna be there. Like I think that they play. They're playing very well off each other. But it's crazy because if I go back to last season, if I go back to the last college basketball season, I was saying I wanted CC to come out to play with Aaliyah because I thought that they would be a good 1-2. I just didn't want them in Indiana, but they're shaping into what I thought that they could look like.
Yeah, but we don't appreciate some of the antics around it. And that definitely got to be Friday T. We definitely got to talk about that Friday T because I am disappointed in this ish Kathy did towards the end of the season. Like we see your slip is showing, but that's a whole different. That's a Friday T. She got me hot on that one. I will be at the home studio for that one.
Huh? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that one. Mike G, what's good, man? Not Coach Hot. I can't wait to see Coach Hot on Friday. Friday T. Coach Hot at the Friday T.
Hot tub. Get in the water.
It's hot in the hot tub.
Hot tub. How? Step back. It's
It's hot in the hot tub. Don't do it.
hot in the hot tub.
What you know about that? What you know about that Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy? Stop.
Licking, putting up.
All the wrong places.
All the wrong places. All right, so
What we got up next? What we got up?
There we go. We covered Sunday, Tuesday, mercury. So that was yesterday. It's so hard to play games in yesterday. Pass the ball. All right, so here we go. We had some jump shots and some assists.
Man,
some rebounds.
You are in a singing mood today. Oh,
it's so hard to let go. Yeah. Yesterday's game. I want to redo. All right, so here we go. Double dribble. All right, now here we go. Tuesday, September 10th. Should I get the water? Yeah, will make you sweat.
What do you know about being in the hot tub?
Oh, baby. All right, before we jump into the game,
what do you know about the hot tub?
I didn't think I apologies. I didn't think MJ Love would know about the hot tub. I apologize.
You thought you was slipping one by. Everybody know about the hot tub.
Hot tub, right?
Indiana still won't get.
Indiana still won't get. Oh, for sure. Because you know why? We know why, Frank, right? Because of location, and other personnel that I really don't feel like naming on the show because they're an energy vampire for me. So I don't like bringing that up. So moving right along. Is that fair, Frank, right? Hot tub. Okay. All right, man. All right, here we go. I digress. Everybody got me on the hot tub. I thought I was slipping one in. They called me out. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Hey, CC show. It's like Forrest Gump movie. You never know what you're going to get. Box of chocolates. Never know what you're going to get. Here we go. Minnesota Lynx. Never know. Minnesota Lynx, 76. Atlanta Dream, 64. This was played in ATL. Liberty. They got mutual and got that win 105-91 against Enrique and them in Texas. Okay, all my exes don't live in Texas. Connecticut Sun, 86. Los Angeles Sparks, 66. That was played in the crypto.com. I guess they had to trade some Bitcoin for that loss, right? Because they're tanking. Right, so here we go. On that Tuesday, on yesterday, what game stuck out to you as significant out of those three?
Of course, the loss for the Dream, because that kept them.
That drops them down.
That kept them from moving any closer to Chicago. So they've now lost 2 in a row. Chicago's won 2, and Washington's lost 1. So that's setting up for a really good movie tonight between Chicago and the Mystics. So that's the one that stood out for me last night. The Dream taking the loss at home. I thought they would play Minnesota a little bit tougher. But I actually didn't get to see that game live. I saw some highlights and clips. So I'm not really sure what the actual flow was of the first 2 games. I was only in live for Spark Sun, and it was like, Rakia, but it was no other heartbeats. She was out there by herself. She's the heartbeats that show up.
Rakia is 10 million strong and growing, all by herself.
10 million strong and rolling, but I think I'm really starting to lean towards, if they're not moving the coach, I think I want Rakia out of there. So
Rakia out there, you feel like Dream is losing some steam. I gotta rhyme by accident. Dream losing steam.
No. I'm saying I think I want Rakia out of LA.
Yeah, I know you said Rakia, and then I was asking you about you feel like Dream losing steam.
Do I think the Dream is losing steam? I think Minnesota's hard for them to beat. MJ was right. Courtney Williams played a game last night that I didn't expect her to play. Like, she really balled out. The Dream got to play the Mystics, the Sky, and the Liberty. That could be a lot to ask of them.
For the Mystics.
And I think we need to beat the Mystics today, and then we need the Mystics to beat Atlanta one time.
So if Chicago beats the Mystics, that ties the head-to-head, right?
Between them and the Mystics, I believe so.
Yeah, so that'll be 2-2. If Chicago beats the Mystics, they'll be 2-2. And then you're looking at point differential, or if the Mystics just lose, they don't tie anymore. It all depends how the seasoned, already playoff clinched teams are feeling by the time they get to Mystics, and by the time of that the result of that game, right? I'm gonna say that it could be a slippery slope or blue pill, red pill.
Okay, all right.
You know, it could be.
We're gonna find out.
I feel like Sky's gonna come out motivated. Huh?
Do I think the Sky gonna be motivated?
I feel like they are.
Oh,
you're gonna run more.
Angel Reese gonna be in the building. I think Angel Reese will be in the building. Angel had her surgery. Angel had her surgery. What she adds on the bench, with her IQ and being able to see stuff and being able to connect with the players and kind of player coach. On top of them, just I think having decided that like we want to be in the playoffs, we got to get over. We got to be able to get over Angel being out, and I think Diamond DeShields is down too. So,
okay, Diamond went down again.
I believe. Let me know.
Health reasons, or she had a minor. It's a contusion.
Jeff,
all right, we got it.
Yeah, it's Jeff's birthday. Jeff's birthday. And Jeff said they just subscribed. So new subscriber Jeff, welcome to the fam. And for the birthday, so go to give yourself the full screen. Now you know what it is. Happy birthday for Jeff.
Okay,
let's go.
Here we go. We got a birthday fan.
Not me. You full screen.
Sorry. I got excited.
You do the birthday, not me. You. Yeah, from North Carolina. This for you, Jeff. Happy birthday.
They voted for me. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
Have a great day. Let's go. Oh, let's go, Coach. With the birthday track from SS Talk Sports, the CC Show. What is good? Appreciate you subscribing, checking in, fam. Let's go.
So one more thing on that note. Right now, I'm gonna pull up this screensaver. We're gonna work smarter and harder today, and let's look at the standings as of today. So you would have New York Liberty clinched, Minnesota second today, Connecticut at 3, Las Vegas Aces at 4, Seattle Clunky Storm 5, Indiana Fever, your ABK, right? Your ACK, really. Aaliyah, Kaylin, Kelsey. That act, you know how to act. And still holding at number 8 up. It says a 1-point game. That's more of a half a game. And that will be Chicago Sky. So, there you have it. What's your thoughts on how that looked right there?
Listen, I think that the standings are going to stay how they are. I don't see a lot of movement. I'm just looking for us to be able to lock in that 8th spot. I'm ready for. I think I'm ready for the playoffs. I think I'm just ready to get the playoffs started. When I'm looking at the standings, I'm looking at the matchups, and I know that people don't listen to me. If Chicago locks in it, when Chicago locks in this 8th spot, Chicago New York Liberty is a very intriguing matchup to me. And then that the Las Vegas Seattle matchup is really
Okay.
interesting to me. The other ones will be
Okay.
kind of, I'm gonna watch them all, but those will be the two that I'm gonna lock in on. Um, everything's locked up but the 8th. So Phoenix doesn't have to do anything else but gets get ready to play in the playoffs. So like Chicago, we got to get this thing locked up. And I don't think that we see too much more movement. The Liberty won't get to break
in that top
they won't
5
get
or
to break
6. Yeah.
the winning game, games in the season for wins. So record.
So no much
That's
movement
that's
from that 1 through 6. I think 7 and 8 could, but 1 through 6 I feel like is.
If Phoenix drops out of 7, shame on them.
If Phoenix, you got to leave that. You got to leave that for room of opportunity. Based on the number of games, it could happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if they do, shame on them. Shame on them.
Right.
If they drop out of 7, they shouldn't even show up for the playoffs.
Fraud alert! Fraud alert!
Big fraud alert. So I got a question for you before we get out of here. DeWanna Bonner's numbers down since Mabry is there. Does Mabry change how DeWanna's able to attack, and is that interrupting her game and her flow?
It definitely does. I think that's a great question because when you have two offensive-minded players, and they have deferred to go to Mabry, then you take away the touches, and so now you're taking a player out of the rhythm. And I don't know if I was DeWanna Bonner, I don't know how I would feel about that. I feel a little disrespected because I got you to this point, and now you're saying that my skills are not good enough to get you into the promised land of the playoffs or past the first round. So I think the thing is you're doing that because some people move the chess pieces instead of having that conversation to force out by moving the chess pieces. So you want to force out the love in basketball. So I mean, and I'm not, and we'll talk about that. We can talk about that, put a note on T, but sometimes that's how staff, and then sometimes that's how general managers operate. Instead of having that conversation, we're going to show you the direction you're moving, and now you got a choice because you're grown. This is professional sports. You got a choice you got to make. I don't like how it was done. I think it should have been better sharing of the minutes because she's been so instrumental to where they were before Mabry got there. So I'm concerned about how they went about that, and that could affect someone's confidence. That could frustrate someone. And when you're playing at that high level, you really want to take that momentum away from a player, and then you take that momentum away, and then you get into playoffs, and you're going to ask them to turn it on, right? Because you're in a jam. That's how I see it, and I feel like it's sometimes typical what I call good old network politics sometimes. And if you want to call me on in the chat, but I've been in the business long enough to see what that looks like.
And I see MJ was trying to tell us an untimely sprained ankle for Diamond. I don't know what's going on with the comments off the YouTube. If people are having issues with that, let me know. We'll try to get that worked out. But yeah, untimely ankle sprain for Diamond. So we'll be looking to get that done. I mean, get her back. But I think potentially could finish out, lock in that 8 spot without Diamond. Go ahead and do that. And try to have her as healthy as possible for the playoffs if you're able to lock that in. So
for sure. I'm at what are tonight's games?
So tonight, for the rest of the day. So let me run down today. Coming up at 3:00, we got Such Talks Bets with MJ Lover 23. I know y'all want to get there for those. The Prop Master, and of course those moonshots of the day and them extra long shot dongs of the day that the Prop Master brings in. I know y'all gonna be looking for them. Pull up for those. We are hanging out. We got games coming on tonight. We got Aces Fever, Mystics Sky, Seattle Storm Sparks. We got Timeout with Juju and Sess at 9. So we'll be live in the game. And then we also have I am on the cross platform live with J Spot starting tonight for the Aces Fever game. So hang out, hang out, hang out. Come hang out. Pull up. We'll be live hanging out doing basketball. So looking forward to that stuff. And with that, y'all, I think we ready to get out of here.
Hey, we hope you have a positive and productive day. Be great in your preparation. Become excellent in your performance. Champion mentality. Look forward to seeing you on Friday T with
Friday
CC.
T. The CC show, y'all. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. We out.